Oh no, it's all going wrong. I think we might need to change something. Right. Yes. I believe something needs to change. Let's see what we can do. What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. This one is episode 4. Now, in this one, I've had a few issues with my audio not recording, so although I have the footage, I don't have the original words and such that went over the top of it, so I apologise about that one. So, you're just going to have to listen to my soulful voice talk about what's going on in the video. Now in this one, it's kind of a fixer-up episode. I've got some bits and pieces on the highway that needs to be sorted, but also, as you can see in the video right now, we actually start building exactly where we wanted to on that sort of out-jutty island and such. Now, I try to put a motorway-esque sort of thing running through the middle of the built-up area, just so that we can try and push traffic down through the middle of the city. Now, as you've probably already seen in the start of the video, it doesn't go exactly to plan, but we can already sort that out later. It's fine, maybe. Kind of. Anyway, so we've kind of gone for a motorway, or at least arterial road on the outside of the grid. Now I'm trying to put in as much of a grid as physically possible, but the issue I'm facing is because it's not an exact square and I'm trying to fit it into a irregular shape, we end up kind of doing a little bit wonky roads here and there. Now, on that, I actually think it adds a little bit of character to a city. If you have a complete grid that's just a grid, you're going to end up having a bit samey and you're going to have to try and add buildings to break up the monotony of the grid. Whereas if you've got a grid that's slightly not symmetrical, it's not exactly a grid, the boxes are slightly different sizes and you've got different size roads, it adds to the character of the build. Not only that, you can also force traffic down different ways and have certain areas only access roads to certain buildings, which ends up having less traffic or throughput traffic to that area, and you end up getting less traffic overall, especially if you connect it up to transport lines and metros and boats and that sort of thing. But as you can see, we've kind of got a reasonable grid, and I just start filling in some of the area. Now, we go back to that old weird industrial area in the middle. I feel like traffic's going to be a bit of a problem there in a little while, but we needed some more industry, and I don't want to really put it anywhere else until I've got everything sorted. Now, from last episode, you'll remember, if you've watched. If you haven't, go back and watch the first 3 episodes. They're all on the playlist, and also recently, while I'm thinking about it, I released a video that showed off all of the new creator packs. So we're going to be putting those into our city probably at some point. I can't say it's going to be next episode, but you're going to have to tune in and find out, aren't you? So, on that, we have issues with zoning and power, etc. So I had to go back in and fix all the power and all sorts. It was an absolute nightmare. Now, as you can see, I'm actually adding lots and lots of buildings, which is using the RICO mod. The RICO Revisited, I think, or Ploppable RICO Revisited, something like that. It changed hands, the mod author changed over to somebody else. But those buildings you can download off the workshop. It's a fantastic mod. You can add in buildings that are, you know, the right size for you, and you can also tweak how many people live in them, etc. But yeah, we got Busy Town, which was a revelation. It's quite nice, really, I suppose. Yeah, we just keep adding buildings, really. Oh no, it's all going wrong. I've been playing a little bit off camera, and yeah, I think we might need to change something. If you look in the little right hand corner there, you can kind of see the issue. That's not all of it though. Let's have a look, shall we? Here we go. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's still going. Okay. Aha. We're here. Right. Yes. I believe something needs to change. Let's see what we can do. What an absolute mess. What an absolute mess. Right, so, in all honesty, probably going to end up ripping that out at some point and changing it for something else. I've minimised the amount of traffic, but because we've only got sort of one entrance to that whole area at the moment, no one else has got anywhere to go. So what I might do is just leave it in for now. Fix it using, as you can see on screen, Traffic Manager. Make sure when you're using Traffic Manager you are stopping pedestrians from going through the crossings of roundabouts. Make sure you've got the actual roundabout itself being through traffic so they're not stopped, and that's going to help with a lot of flow into your city. Not only that, you can use the priority signs as well. I think you can hold shift and click, and that will set up the whole roundabout or that entire road as being priority road, and they won't stop. Everyone coming onto the roundabout will have to give way. So we now add a little bit more of a grid, which is absolutely gritty goodness, and I've tried to conform it to the I've tried to conform it to the shape of the motorway. Now we start adding in a few more buildings, such as power, water. I think we needed garbage, all the utilities really, just to try and keep everyone happy. And throughout the whole time that I've been building, unfortunately, what's happened is everyone's left the city because they had no water or power or hospitals, etc, etc. Like we talked about earlier, we were having issues with traffic, so what I ended up doing was just adding another input into the city from the motorway a little bit further around. I think I'm going to use this as some kind of maybe industrial area. If not, it's going to be another sort of built up skyline-esque area. But after I've moved all the trees, this will do for this episode, I think. Sorry about it being a bit disjointed. As I said, I've had mic issues and it didn't record audio, etc, etc. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, comment and subscribe down below. And please, please, please catch me in the next one. Way, we got another milestone. Catch you later.